Well, it's a fantastic scene here. As we said before, footy was the winner. You can see the frivolity that's going on behind us, the camaraderie, Tubes. It's been a wonderful day, and certainly football has been the winner.
Absolutely, Hoppy. It's been terrific. And as you can see, these boys are all signing autographs for the crowd. It's terrific to raise money for muscular dystrophy. It's just terrific. Reliving that rivalry, mate, you know.
And it's fantastic that someone in the commentary booth can get that word out as well. But for us, it's just the camaraderie that there's no doubt about it. You play against all these people and you built the living suitcase out of them, but it's fantastic to see them come back for this great charity.
Absolutely, mate. And what a game we had. Only 2 points separating these two great teams, and nobody pulling. We only saw one hammy pulled today, which is good to see. I thought there would have been more than that. But we'll get around the boys now and have a talk to them and see how they're pulled up.
Absolutely. So we'll now go and join a few players.
Got a few minutes to get an interview with you, Ben Beams. You're a champion of the game, mate. How did you see that pan out?
Oh, it panned out how it should. They got too close to us in the end.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Now, there was talk in the commentary box early that you probably needed to lift, mate. Tell us about what happened at three-quarter time. Did you get a pep talk at all?
I don't know. Were the guys in the commentary box watching the game or what?
Mate, you did kick 3 goals. Not a bad game in the end, mate. And you had a good time?
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. Brilliant calls, and I think everyone here today had a good time, especially the players.
Good on you, Beamer. I just wanted to say that I did actually come and tell you that you needed to lift at three-quarter time, and you did. You got them across the line in the end there, mate. Kicked the last goal to seal it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it might have been Tubes, yeah. But thanks for the pep talk, mate. It obviously worked.
Good on you, Beamer. Well played, mate. Good on you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that crackerjack game and trudging off the oval, as a man who's got very, very sore shoulders, he tried all that he had to get the big Vic over the line. Bakes, fantastic performance, and it was a great game.
Well, it was a terrific game, great day, all that sort of stuff. But you know, Reece, I'm not sure we're going to get him back next year because he left him on the pine for the last quarter. We ended up losing by a point. The big ball was there, mate. The result could have been a bit different.
Yeah, I thought you were terrific with limited opportunities, like you just said. Surely you would have had your best players out there when it really counted.
Well, the thing with Reece is that, he had a couple of tips at Caulfield and he spent most of his time on his phone looking at the racing results, and he forgot to realise that the best, or one of the best match winners was actually on the pine. So, we can't do much about that, I'm sorry.
Well, there it is, but I'm sure you'll be back next year, one of the crowd favourites. And tell me, do you enjoy this game?
Mate, this is a great day. It's a great game. Like, I'm 62 years of age, mate, and to be playing with these sort of blokes, Cooter and Fev and Modra and these boys, mate, and some of the lesser lights like Mickey O and Jared Crouch and those sort of blokes, mate, I'm in seventh heaven every time I pull this jumper on. It's just fantastic.
Thanks very much. So we look forward to the big Gary Baker, the big Bull Baker, making another big game next year. Well, another classic clash here between Tasmania and Victoria, and I'm joined by our winning coach, the legendary Peter Hudson. Hutto, how are the nerves jangling toward the end of that match?
Oh, gee, I was worried. Mickey O'Loughlin, he was all over the place. I was getting a bit worried about him, but I knew our guys had the fighting spirit, and I knew they'd come back at the finish there. But it was a good game, very good game. I don't know about everybody here. I think they enjoyed it, but I certainly did.
It was a close encounter, and the Liberatore got a lot of the ball, and I thought some of your astute moves down there were the difference in the game. That experience got us over the line.
What were they?
And what about that huge crowd that just willed the Tasmanians to get over the line?
Absolutely. I think we had a home ground advantage, that's for sure. Yeah, it was a fantastic day for a great cause, and how generous are these players to give up their time and come down here. It's a wonderful thing that they do.
It certainly is, ladies and gentlemen. So there we are. Tasmania come away with the victory, but there is no doubt about it. Football was the winner. Well, I have to just lower the tone somewhat. It's very sombre that I talk here with David Rees-Jones. David, I was out there at the huddle at three-quarter time, and I know it was only for charity, but surely there was a bit of pride on the line. The big V just haven't quite got over the line. You were urging your players. That was a magnificent speech. It was a fantastic game of football.
Yeah, look, it was a great game of football, but look, I mean, we did have a couple of South Australians in our team, and that didn't help. But then a couple of Tasmanians as well. So Yeah, I reckon if we had a whole team of Victorians, we might have got over the line. But no, look, it's all for a good cause, and they were fantastic, both sides. And yeah, look, it was good football out there. Some good footy play.
It was really good football, but as a coach, how did you feel when the great Fev went back and decided to just sort of tickle it through instead of getting it through the normal 50 metres?
Well, I was sitting on the boundary line, and I said to the boys who were behind me, Fev will win your games and Fev will lose your games. And some things never change.
Oh, there it was, but it was a fantastic game, a great cause. You must enjoy being involved in this game. Yeah,
look, it's all for a good cause, and for all the guys who get involved. Look, I didn't play. My knees wouldn't have handled that, but for the guys who did play, it's a magnificent effort. To come down. Terry Dano, he'd be near 60 sort of thing. Big Gary Baker's over 60, and and a lot of guys, but they commit themselves, and once you put a footy in their hands and put the jumper on and they run out there, they have a crack.
It was sort of like that. That's what we thought. We're wondering if it's going to be close towards the end. All of a sudden you have to get your head over the onion, and some of those hard nuts did. There's no doubt about that, was there?
Yeah, well, you can't. The mind will tell you what to do. The body mightn't be able to do it as well, but the mind will certainly tell you what you should be doing. So, and that instinct you can't get out of yourself.
Oh, well, thank you very much. The crowd enjoyed the Big V coming down. They enjoyed your coaching, and thank you very much.
Look, it's been a great day, and hopefully, a lot of money's been raised for a very, very good cause.
Alrighty, here we are with the big guy, Brendan Fevola. Kicked 7, mate, was it?
Oh, yeah, kicked a few, mate. Had a few shots, but I kicked a goal that was from about, I think it was about 90 out, that top, and they didn't count it. I was a bit upset about that.
I was standing directly behind.
And cheated, I think.
Well, I was standing.
And I even helped them out at the end by missing that goal because I knew they'd have to win.
I was standing right behind you, mate, and that was a dead set goal, easy. But I think it was about 85 metres out. You kick them like that.
85, 90, yeah. I'll give you that.
How do you feel about the day, mate? Good game?
Great day. The crowd enjoyed it, and that's the main thing, mate. The boys, we plot around a little bit. We just try to do some special things and try to put on a good show, and it's all about the spectacle, I suppose, to keep them coming back.
Absolutely, mate. 2 points, nothing in it. It could have gone either way, and as you say, it probably was your day in the end.
Yeah, we had to let Tassie win, mate.
Technically, mate, I think you kicked 8 because you kicked 7-7.
7-7, there you go.
No, well done, mate. Good on you, Fev.
Well, we're in familiar territory with a camera there and a celebrity here, but it was the football that came front and centre as the call went out. Tasmania needed a lift. They needed something. They needed a spark. And they went straight to Costelloe. And I'm sitting next to the man who's normally got this. How did you see the game?
Poppy, I disgraced myself really. I missed 2 goals and should have kicked both of them. So I'm kicking myself, but it was an awesome day and had an absolute ball.
So when you're out there running around, did you have to sort of just think, I'm out here amongst all these greats, and you just have to pinch yourself?
I thought I was a bit unlucky going to Fev in the first quarter. That was my first assignment. That was a bit tough from Andy and Peter Hudson, but that's all right. I think I kept him to 1 goal, so that was not too bad.
I'd hate to see a forlorn look. I mean, you were part of a team, son, and they just couldn't have done it without you. That point that you kicked, a couple of points, that could have been the difference between Tasmania coming away with a loss. So I say to you, you were the difference, and you got Tasmania over the line. So hats off to you. And do you think if you're asked again, you'll just front up again?
No.
And he really wants him on a tight angle.
Costelloe!
Oh, no! He just couldn't.
Alrighty, here we are with Ange Christou. How are you feeling, mate?
Fantastic.
You got a fair bit of it. You tried quite a few barrels out there today, mate. You got onto one that went about 90 metres.
3. I got under 3. Maybe one went for 90, but yeah, the others were okay.
And a great time to get down to Tassie, mate.
Yes, for a great cause. Fantastic. So hope the little fella's okay. And very happy to be here and be part of it.
Good on you, Ange. And your best player on the ground today, who do you think it was?
I'll go Paul DiMartino.
There were 228s running around there today, and so you might have been I know the commentary were getting a little confused.
Yeah, I was confused as well, but I was calling Dimmer, but it wasn't Dimmer, it was the other guy.
Yeah.
I'll go Dimmer.
Yeah, well done, mate. All right. I thought Libba had a fair bit of it. He's a good player.
He did. He was okay.
All right, good on you, Ange. Thanks for coming down, mate. Good on you.
Of course, the most important men on the field and the game wouldn't go ahead if it wasn't for the umpiring fraternity. I got to say, I'd have to say that was the best exhibition of umpiring, but especially by these boundary umpires. Now, let me just say that was a magnificent performance. How did you find the game?
I found the game high pace and quick. The skills were very top compared to what we're used to umpiring in the regional league down in Tassie. Like, it was unbelievable to be able to umpire ex-AFL players and ex-VFL and all your other regional competitions with the other VFL. Yeah, it was just amazing, being that I'm a Hawthorn man, umpiring a team that's coached by the great Peter Hudson, with Paul Hudson and Simon Taylor and Peter Holland and players like that playing for him. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I got to say one thing, viewers, what a dream interviewer this fan is. You just sort of give him a bit of license and away he goes. But I know you found that game very special, and I think I had the stop clock on you because I know your form, and I think you picked up a couple of seconds over the 100 in today. You think it was a pretty special day?
Yeah, I do, especially for one of my first games on this ground in a long time. I think it was really special for me. So.
Yeah, you certainly picked up a noctive, and I thought the way you threw the ball in today was from the top, so well done.
Yeah, thank you.
So there we are, just a bit of a clip from the people that make this game so great, our umpires. As the crowd goes from the great North Hobart Oval, there's been at least 4,000 to 5,000, could even be more, and it's all due to the visionary man that is right next to me has pulled this together, James Wiggins. That was an outstanding performance by your very good self.
No, it wasn't just about me, mate. There's people in the background, but fantastic day of footy. Great to see some locals play, great to see some VFL, AFL players, and great to see people seeing something like this that they deserve.
It was a magnificent day, but you must bring a tear to your eye to know what it was all about.
Oh yeah, listen, there's a fair bit of planning goes into the whole thing, but at the end of the day, finally we've got a great day with the weather, and finally people have got behind it, and obviously the media have done a wonderful job in the build-up with the promotion, which always helps, and to have Tony Modra, Fevola, Mickey O'Loughlin, and obviously the talented Tasmanians, and everyone that played today deserved to play. It's great.
Do you think now it's 3 years in and building momentum, and given it was a great day and the crowd here and they've enjoyed themselves, they'll go back and they'll tell their friends who'll tell their friends, so we can only build on this even more going forward?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's not only the crowd, it's also the players. Tony Modra will go back to South Australia and say, listen boys, I played in this game. He'll spread the word, and I already know that guys from there want to come over and stuff, so it works both ways, and it's the type of thing where people will hear about it and they'll go, geez, I wish I'd have gone. And the ones that are here had a ball.
Well, all we can say to you, young man, is hats off. Well done to you on putting this together. I think it's a fantastic performance, and congratulations to you.
Thanks very much, and obviously fantastic to have Duff TV involved, and you, Hoppy, and Stoney coming down from Melbourne, SCN 1116, give them a plug. It all's a big part of the day, and thank you for live streaming it. Because to the guys that come to the mainland without their families, for them to be able to sit in their lounge rooms and watch the game today, it's pretty special, I reckon. So that all helps about building the momentum and getting people involved.
So there it is, 2014 was a huge success, and we know it's only going to build and build towards 2015. So there's no doubt about it, this is a football fixture that was firmly on the calendar now, Stoney. I know you love coming down from Victoria, and you must have enjoyed the day.
You know, I was so rapt, about 4,000 people, and a great day in North Hobart, the best ground in Tasmania, North Hobart Football Oval, and to see that many people and the kids on the ground after the game, great game of football, played in great spirit. It is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Let's make sure it happens every year. Relive the rivalry, and muscle dystrophy is a great thing.
The rivalry was out there though, wasn't it? It's so exciting to see these great two teams, proud football teams, going head to head like old battering rams.
What about the forward line structure of Robinson, Fevola and Modra, those forwards who are dominating, both kicked over 5 goals each, and really was the difference, Russell Robinson in the end, but Ben Beams and those stalwarts, those players, Tony Liberatore, what a game from the little man, and the Brownlow medalist, it was fantastic.
Oh, you can see that the great Stoney is cock-a-hoot, and he was excited about the game. So we look forward to next year. We hope everyone has enjoyed Relive the Rivalry for 2014 because we've loved bringing you the footy. So, Stoney, anything else to cap off a great day?
Bring on 2015.
There it is. So we hope you've enjoyed the coverage here from North Hobart Oval.
Easy was about, wasn't he, Dave?